everybody. Thought I'd drop you a video. It's been quite a while, I know. First off, I'm playing ball with Kona, and he tends to be a maniac. Once he gets in play mode, it's like, oh my God, help me. So hopefully he doesn't bark and ruin the video. If he does, I'm going to have to cut the video and have to drop a new one. So we're back from Florida. We've been back for a few weeks now. We had to leave early. I did not want to go. My husband was very upset. But my friends that we were staying with came down with flu type A and B and were very sick. Now, my husband and I were living in the camper on their property, but my daughter was staying in their house because they have a bedroom there for her. So I kept saying to Paul, we gotta go. Let's just head home now. I know it's like a week early, but let's just go home because they were all sick. They're thrown up. They had diarrhea, like high fevers. I mean, they were really sick. And he said, no, we're fine. We're out here. You know, we're just going in to use the shower and stuff. And I said, I just want to get out of here. We ended up leaving. It was very sad. I hated to go. Like, I wanted to cry. I was devastated about leaving the gorgeous weather. I knew it was 50 degrees at home. Which, look at him. He's like a maniac. Yeah. Chihuahuas are very hyper. Anyway. I'd say we're like maybe halfway home to Massachusetts from Florida. And Manny woke up at 4 a.m, screaming, crying. Throat was closed. 103 fever, because yes, I brought a thermometer with me. And extremely sick. This poor kid. And I kept thinking, we should probably stop at an emergency center on the way home. And my husband was like, I'm just going to keep driving through, and we're going to get there, and we'll bring her right to the doctors. So we got her home. We brought her to the doctors the next morning. She tested negative for COVID. Thank God. Even though she already had it in September. And tested positive for flu A. Not A and B, just A. But let me tell you, it was horrible. The poor girl was so sick. She was shaking, crying, like she couldn't get herself together. And, I mean, she had COVID in September, and she never even got anywhere near as sick as that. So I was grateful that I didn't catch it. But I did catch a nasty head cold, and I think I got it from my son. He was sick when we got home with a cold. So we get over all the illness. We're struggling with allergies. We did not have allergies like this back in Florida. I will tell you, everything was great in Florida. It was beautiful. I hate being home. It's very cold. I feel like I'm not walking or exercising like I was in Florida because every day we were out moving around. Like, we only went to the camper to, like, sleep, you know, or cook some food. I'm very active. I like the gym. I like, you know, moving around. And then when you have a little puppy, of course, you go on 50 million walks because you got a dog. And I just feel like since we've been home, it's been awful. Like, 50s is a big difference from 85. So this past weekend, we finally reached 88. One day we had 88 degrees. And of course, on that day, we were yard sailing. Talk about the worst day to pick. But, you know, we got rid of a bunch of stuff because we're thinking about selling our home and moving to Florida. I'm very excited about that. At the same time, I'm nervous because that in-between time of, like, putting the house on the market and, you know, getting rid of all your stuff and how do we get our stuff from here to there? I'm definitely not going to hire a moving company. I have read way too many horror stories. I also, when I was young, I had a friend in college. Her boyfriend worked for a moving company, and all they did was brag about how much stuff they stole while moving people. So they said they would pull over and they would go through things, and she would come in with a necklace, like, oh, isn't this being, like, you people are crazy, like, wrong. Anyway, they got fired eventually. They got caught. I know what moving companies do. I'm not using one. So my goal is to get rid of the majority of our stuff and, of course, keep clothes and electronics. And I don't really have any, like, my furniture is mostly older. I don't really, like, have nice furniture. Sorry, that's Kona's pee pad. So I could care less. And we're going to live in a campground. I already made my reservation, so I am leaving. So in December, we'll be on the road. Well, actually, before December, we'll be on the road again. We'll be out of here. This house, hopefully, will be gone. Now, I'm on some Facebook sites, and I've seen some YouTube videos of a lot of people that move to Florida and then leave. Many reasons. They can't handle the bugs, the gators, the snakes. Can't blame them. I don't like the snakes. Absolutely hate the gators. And I live in a beach town that has the ocean on one side and the bay on the other. And I literally can go into any body of water where I live and not worry about a snake or an alligator. Totally different life when you go down to Florida. They have some beautiful, like, natural waters and all this. There's gators everywhere. So you really have to get used to it. To me, it's worth it to trade for the good weather. Literally, I just had the best winter of my life. We averaged 70 or 80 degrees every day. It did dip down a couple times at night to 50s, but that's all right. I brought down feather blankets and stuff. But it has the life there that I want. And a lot of people can't handle it, and that's okay. But don't bash the state. It's not the state's fault. It's your inability to adjust. So, but I do encourage people to, try out the place that you want to live in. Try out van life. Try out RV life. Life is so short. I mean, we've got this monkeypox now going around. Is that the new epidemic coming? God, I'm worried. We have COVID still. Like, COVID's on the rise in Massachusetts. It's like slammed. Actually, my friend just tested positive for COVID, and I'm hoping I don't get it because I was with him the other day, and I'm like, oh God, here we go. So, get a cookie? Yeah, Kona likes his little pig's ears, huh? Is that what you eat? Go get it. So, I mean, lots of things going on. Mandy started a job today at an ice cream place. I'm hoping it goes well. She started at 11 a.m. What's it like? Almost 2:30. She's supposed to work till 5. I'm really, really, really hoping that, she likes this job and she can have it for the summer and we can enjoy our summer here and relax. I missed the van, I won't lie. I emptied it out, took everything out, cleaned it, and I just felt like putting all my stuff back in and hitting the road again because it's so cold here. I'm in a tank top. But that's because I was working out. So I miss it. I want to go back. I'm bored. I mean, I went back to work and stuff, but I fell in love with all the people I met in Florida. I got used to that lifestyle of being out every day and moving and walking and, cooking outside and just doing all these great things that I can't do here. I'm not used to the noisy traffic. I live on a main road. It's very busy. Yes, Florida is busy, but there's a lot of peaceful places too. So right now we are remodeling, like painting the house, yard sailing, fixing things that need to be fixed. I'm not going all out. Basically, the house is what it is. Take it or leave it. I'm not keeping it. Whether I leave now or next year, I really got to get out of here. I really want to be happy. Life is too short to not be happy. And I always tell you guys that. And I always, always express to you to do something you like every day. Make sure you do that. So as you can see, Kona's doing what he likes. He's eating a pig's ear. He's got all his basket of toys, which he's so happy about. Like, he loves his toys and his stuffed animals. He's Lambie's his girlfriend. We won't go there, but we got to get him fixed. And he's got a stuffed mouse. And this dog bed is ginormous, and it belonged to my black lab that I lost last July. He was 16. I was heartbroken. But Kona and my cat, they sleep on it together. We do have a cat, yes. He stays here when I travel. My son takes care of him. But I will be bringing my son with me to Florida. Even if I don't sell my house right away, next time we go, which is probably November, December, I'm not leaving him here. He missed way too much. And it was so hard for us to be without him. He's 20, he has his own life, and my other boy's 21, and he's in college. But it was so hard to be without them. Like, our family was, like, broken up, and I don't want to do that again. So I told them they don't have a choice. So we're on the lookout for a bunkhouse camper. I really, really, really want a fifth wheel, but a bunkhouse fifth wheel is very difficult to find. So I'm probably going to end up with just a tag-along bunkhouse. When we were in Florida, we looked at many of them, but they were leaking or, you know, had issues, and I don't want that. So I'm hoping to find one in decent shape. It has to be within 10 years old because the campground won't allow an older camper older than 10 years old. And you will find that in a lot of campgrounds you go to. So be careful if you're buying an RV or a van or anything else. Even if you don't live in it and you're just playing camping, they don't want old campers. Or before you go to a campground, you might want to call and check, because they will turn you around and say you can't stay here and give your deposit back. So whether we buy one here and drag it all the way to Florida, or whether my husband flies out to Florida and picks one up before we move, that is on the top of the list. And I'm worried because I still haven't found one. And I know I have plenty of time, but right now is camping season and it's going to be tough to find one. So that's another big important thing we got to do. I want to know what you guys are up to. I want you to drop in comments. Let me know what you think. Let me know what's going on. I'm going to have some great beach videos, and I'll show you some beautiful videos of where we live as soon as it gets warm enough for me to go out and do those videos. And, you know, we'll probably do a couple of camping trips over the summer, but I'm mainly going to focus on remodeling my home and making it presentable and good enough to sell and get a good penny for it, because the prices in Florida are through the roof. A couple years ago, I was looking at homes and they're in the 300s, and now we're looking at these same homes and they're like $500,000 and $600,000. Those are very nice, Kona. Are you teething? We have a double tooth right here, and he's been trying to work on it, and the poor guy hasn't had any luck. So I think when we get him fixed, we're gonna have that tooth removed. But right now he's in play mode and he's like a psycho. And I'm waiting for him to start barking if I don't throw a toy for him. So, play ball. Kona. So anyways, the video was short. Wasn't that great, but at least I'm letting you know what's going on. I'm sorry that I really haven't posted a lot of stuff. There's just been a lot going on for us. But I really, really hope you stay tuned. Mandy's almost done homeschooling for the year. Thank God. Next year's high school. Talk about scary. How am I going to homeschool for high school? Anyway, stay tuned, all right? Please click like and subscribe, and drop me some hellos in the comments, and we hope to see you soon.